Howdy Earthlings! I still don't have Squirm yet. The odds are just super low, so when I'm grinding I try my best to understand the numbers. It makes me feel a little bit better, even if the numbers aren't in my favor. So I looked into the numbers and how the Twisted are chosen for a given floor. I think I figured out the fastest way with the best odds to encounter Squirm, but the numbers vary on a lot of factors. Some of them are even metagame factors. The first factor is of course the weight, which is the values for each rarity and how that changes with each floor, which means we will be doing math. Then how the weight translates into percentages, more math. The percentage chance for a specific tune to be chosen in that rarity pool, math. Then the amount of Twisted that appear per floor, math again. Thankfully, the community is already really good about keeping track of this stuff and I didn't actually have to do much math myself. So in order for us to understand the best method, we need to understand the odds. Each rarity of tune is assigned a weight value, which is the odds that a given rarity tune will spawn on a floor. This is kind of like gambling odds, like betting on horses. For common, the base weight is 75, the uncommon is 25, rare is 8, and main starts at 0. This means at the absolute base value we have an 8 out of 108 chance to encounter a rare Twisted with a 2 out of 27 chance simplified. Then it rolls the Twisted based on the amount of Twisted in that specific category. There are 7 total rares as of right now, which means we have a 1.14 out of 108 odds of encountering Squirm per floor. Not a great chance at all. And what's worse is, like gambling, our odds of hitting Squirm's floor right now gets worse every 5 floors. Thankfully, Squirm is on the board right now, which increases the odds, and I can't tell you exactly how much increases the odds because I could not find information on that. If we assume it's double, I don't know, that gives us like a 2.28 chance. The reason why the rates get worse every 5 floors is because every 5 floors, the weight value for main chance goes up, but the odds of the others stay the same. So as we pass every 5 floors, our odds of encountering Squirm gets less and less. Starting from floor 5, every 5 floors, main odds increase by 4. So at floor 5, that's 1.14 out of 108, and then 1.14 out of 112, and 116, 120, 124, so on and so forth. Now, let's talk about this as a percentage chance, something a little easier to understand. From floors 1 through 4, your odds are at their highest. There is a 7.41% chance of encountering a rare Twisted, which means a 1.05% chance of getting specifically Squirm per each Twisted on a floor. Personally, I don't care for how these odds work, because as Quell adds more and more tunes, the odds for each Twisted is going to get worse and worse. The odds for uncommon and rare should go up every 5 floors too. The game would get harder as consequence, but it would mean that the odds wouldn't get worse. Once we hit floor 5, the first main chance goes up. We have a 3.57% chance of getting a main, with rare dropping at 7.14%. This makes Squirm a 1.02% chance. At 10, it's 6.90% chance, or a 0.98% chance for Squirm specifically. In the future, if Quell added another rare, the odds to get Squirm on floor 1 would be 0.92% chance. So getting Squirm or any one specific rare tune is even harder than if you played now to floor 10. So don't wait to get Squirm. It'll be a while before a new tune comes out, but once the Easter event happens, our odds will go down. You need to unlock Squirm before Easter, or you're going to be grinding even more. As we continue, the odds get worse and worse, and should you play a long game of 20 to 30 floors, you can expect a 0.92% chance and a 0.86% chance of encountering Squirm. So the quickest way to get Squirm is when the odds to get him are at the highest. In a bubble, without factoring in the Twisted per floor, that means that the fastest way would be to go into floor 1, check it, if you don't see him, leave and start it again. This will be very boring and frustrating. If you have the patience, go for it. But you could play with a team and go to floor 4, and floors 1 through 4 have the same odds, then leave immediately. Since starting a new lobby every one floor takes quite a while, floors 1 through 4 with a team is more efficient and time-saving, especially with a V to find Squirm. I'd recommend getting a group together, have one play V and everyone have V mode, then complete floors as fast as possible. Then if you don't see Squirm on floor 4, leave immediately. But odds aren't the only thing we're working with here. Depending on the size of the group and how many are alive on that floor, the amount of Twisted goes up every few floors, capping out at 8 total Twisted. This chart I have here is incomplete, but it does give us a rough idea of Twisted per floor. If we have 7 players alive on a team from floors 1 through 8, we will only see 2 Twisted per floor. From 9 to 11 we have 3, then 12 to 15 is a 4, 15 to 17 is 5, 18 and 19 are 6, then based on the pattern it's 20 and 21 are 7, then 8 from then on. Now the discussion is changing from odds to efficiency. Efficiency is how quickly and consistently we can finish these floors. That means there is no definitive answer for the fastest or most efficient way, as this is going to vary on your playgroup and how good or quick they are. If we pair the odds with the twisted per floor, we want the highest percentage chance paired with the most twisted. In the first 20 floors with a team of 8 all alive, the best floors are 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, and 19. These are the floors where the twisted amount is at its highest when paired with the corresponding percentage block. So it's the most twisted with the highest percentage per that block. So your highest chance with the most twisted is going to be floor 8 and 9. So back to the efficiency argument. While some of the best floors are higher ones, the highest floors take longer to complete, meaning that there's a certain point where finishing a floor would take you longer than finishing multiple lower floors. When you get to that point, it's time to start the run over. So I'd say in a group of 8, get to floor 9, then quit if you don't see Squirm. This will mean more frequent resets and means more time in the lobby. And you could go longer, but then it starts to be about your team's specific performance. But you absolutely should not have runs go past 14. Runs get longer, the percentage is lower, and the payoff is worse. So if your team is fast, then get to 14, then quit and restart. If you're solo, elevators are about a minute long and machines take longer since you don't have help. It's faster to go into floor 1, check for Squirm, and if he's not there, restart. So there you go. The fastest way to get Squirm is play to 14 if you have a full group, 8 by that point, and you're fast. The moment one person dies, the odds are ruined and you'd be better off with starting over. Floor 9 is much more doable for a group of 8. If you have 6 to 8 players, then don't go past 9. The payoff isn't worth the time it is to finish, but the fastest way in general is going to be solo and repeatedly checking floor 1, but it will not be fun. In this case, a group of 8 going to 7 will be the most efficient while keeping the floors quick. The answer is basically vibes based and how often you want to restart versus actually playing. If it takes too long, quit and restart. If someone dies before 14, quit and restart. If it takes too long, quit and restart. If someone dies before floor 9, quit and restart. Also, you should of course play Roger. You only need to get all of the research for 4 Squirms, and then you'll unlock them. For a team, the fastest will be 1v, some Rogers and a distractor if you need one. I don't care for distracting, but it will make the process go faster. So at the start of a floor, V will use her ability, and if there isn't a Squirm, focus on finishing the floor quickly. Optionally, for frequent restarts, consider duos, 1 Roger and 1 V, check the floor, and then quit if it's not on floor 1. This will be the absolute fastest way, even faster than doing it solo, because you have V checking and you don't have to go around as Roger collecting the research capsules to find out what's there. If you're playing with a team, Roger should have research map and V-mount, and everyone else should use their normal trinkets. If you can coordinate 4 Rogers to have V-mount, then the others have mag and part, then you can make it go faster that way. Hope this helps, and honestly, it's kind of discouraged me from trying so hard. If I wasn't doing it for YouTube, I'd probably just play normally. Anyway, thanks for watching, and thanks to the supporters on Patreon and members on YouTube like Gezro, Am, Nebazit, Aspirin Artist Paper, Faye Penguin, Momentary Unicorn, Nat, Marius Yini, Worm Syrup, Rask, Beef, Colorado Blue, Vaderson, Linky, Addy14, The Ace of Raccoons, Blackjack, Rask again, Willie Pete, TG Dante, Linky again, and Malding Brick. I'll see you all later. I'm going to solo restart and hope I don't die of boredom. Bye.